That's the intro right there.
Oh, I didn't know you pressed record.
The yawn. But yeah, we're back.
At 7 a.m.
Better than ever. 7:44.
God.
Wait room time, 7:44. Tuesday, September 8th.
8.
That's what it says on the computer screen, so I was just rolling with it. And yeah, it's Allen time. Here in the breeze, Caribbean, nice, smooth waters, clear. Some rock formations. You know, that's a great scene to set.
Yeah.
Really takes away all my stress.
That's true.
And
Picture a better place than where you are right now, because it's probably not very
I think one thing that helps me
stressful.
in the environment is having, like, I don't know. Sometimes I like clouds, sometimes I don't.
Clouds or loud?
Clouds.
Oh.
Not a lot, but like in this picture I'm looking at, I kind of like how there's like one tiny one.
Yeah.
Makes the sky look brighter. I don't know.
I think sometimes that's why I don't like clouds, because it, like, in real life, it gets so bright.
Yeah. Either way, though. Anyway, we're going to talk about stress. I realize we're talking very low today because I don't want to stress you out with our voice.
And because it's 7:45 a.m.
Yes, 1 minute has passed since we started this.
And, you know, maybe you wake up and listen to our podcast, and I would just absolutely hate for us to
Be too loud.
in your little precious ears.
Yes. So, today we're going to talk about what stress is.
I feel like I'm listening to one of my sleep time podcasts.
Yeah.
It puts me to sleep. So if we put you to sleep, I'm sorry.
But also, thank you and you're welcome.
Yeah.
Because that could probably take away some stress.
Exactly.
So we're going to be talking about what stress is, where it comes from, you know, like how you can solve it, relieve it. Just a lot of cool stuff that maybe you don't know, maybe you do know.
Maybe you think you know. Maybe we can give you some better tips, some better insight.
Yeah, because stress can be harmful, you know. There's nothing fun about it. So if we can all just be a little bit less stressed out, that'd be great.
Exactly. No harm in being less stressed.
Yes. So I think one thing to remember about stress is that it's almost all in your mind, you know? Like, there's real things that make you stressed, but
how you let those real things affect you is how you handle it in your mind.
yes. So if we can all just kind of let some things roll off our shoulders and, like, accept where we are and what's going on, then we can not be as negatively affected by it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's always going to be things that are out of your control or even in your control that you screwed up and now you're stressed over it.
Yeah.
But
there's no reason. As long as you sorry for the throat clear. I thought it might ease some stress with the ASMR. But if you can just do what you can do and don't fret over the small things.
yeah. And, you know, even the large things.
Yes.
Because there's nothing you can do about them, probably.
Yeah, the large things, such as life in general, you know, It is what it is. So, what we do is what we do. What we do is what we can do, and then we just let it all go, man.
So, pause my nose. I need to.
Oh, there's some more ASMR for you. Start out the day on a great note. And
just upload this without editing a single thing.
oh no edits. Only editing is 0 on this one. But so we kind of went over what stress was. It's kind of just like a reaction to your environment.
Yeah, and stress can come from anything.
Yeah.
What stresses me out might not stress you out.
Yeah.
It's a very individualized thing.
It's kind of a human thing to stress. over things because it's a way that we prevent ourselves from danger. You know, if we don't have a stressful reaction to a lion coming at us, then we would probably get eaten.
Right. So, like, in some situations, stress is necessary and helpful.
Yes, it lets us know where a danger is.
But our mind doesn't know.
You have
to train your
true
mind.
dangers are.
Right. You have to train your mind to really understand what to be worried about.
Some more ASMR in the background. It's great. It's so great. Yes, loving every second of it. So I think that's the important thing to remember about stress, is that sometimes it is good and it's necessary. But a lot of it is not.
And figure out where your stress is coming from.
Yeah, where is it coming from?
Internal, external. Internal being things that you can control, like how fast your homework gets done. If you work out, the options are endless, really.
Yeah, something that
what you can control
comes from within.
Yeah, internal,
Yeah, inside.
Just like okay.
Insurance.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyhow.
And external would be like the traffic. You can't control the traffic and you can't control the rain.
Right. You can't control the rain, man. That's all there is to it.
That'd be cool if we could.
It's like a metaphor for stress.
Sometimes I would make it rain so I didn't have to hang out with people.
Do you ever think about whenever you're having like a day where you wish it didn't rain, that somebody did wish it rained, so you're like, well, I guess it's a good day for them.
Yeah.
Sometimes if I'm thinking like something like, man, I wish it was cold today, and then I'm like, well, I guess somebody's out there having a nice hot day with their water slide or something, so it's worth it. I think it's all about perspective.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. You got to turn things around sometimes.
So I think that's kind of where stress comes from. It's pretty basic, really. It comes from within you and without you.
Right.
It's very deep, yet very shallow.
It's very
metaphysical in nature, I've been told.
Yeah. Let's roll with that one.
And, I think we all get that. And that was more just an overview of kind of starting off the episode, getting it right, setting the table. But I think we should talk more about how it can affect us negatively and how we can kind of relieve that stress and get it out of our life.
For sure, because, you don't want to put your body in danger.
Yeah.
Stress is your reaction to danger, but you're putting your body in danger.
Absolutely.
By
very
being stressed.
Physically scary. Just thinking about all the way that stress can harm you is very stressful. So if you're getting stressed out listening to this, we recommend you turning the volume down, maybe meditating a few minutes, perhaps going into a warm room.
A sauna.
A sauna of sorts. Anyhow, stress can really damage your body. All your organs can kind of get affected by it, your systems. It's crazy. Even it can have physically visual signs. Some people get stressed and they have skin problems.
Yeah, some people I know, just something as simple as acne from stress, just because your hormones are acting differently.
Yeah.
But also I know some people that break out in rashes and hives.
Yeah.
From stress.
Yes. And that's just the beginning, You can have heart problems. You can have, headaches, and it can even lead to, diabetes, obesity. Just a lot of stuff that goes along with that.
For sure.
And we're not about that. The weight room is about health, wellness.
In all aspects.
Positivity.
Positivity.
Correct. Ding. And we don't want to think about stress. It's like compounding, I think. Whenever you have stress, you think about, man, I'm so stressed, and then you just get stressed more about your stress.
Right. I would agree. Like
that's a slippery slope.
Yeah, yesterday I realized I had a really busy week. And, you know, when you think about everything you have to do in the week, it can get a little stressful.
Yeah.
But if you know that you have a lot to do and you know that it's stressful, there's like almost like a sense of power over your mind when you know you're stressed out, but not letting yourself like accept that you're stressed out.
Yes, accept the situation, but not the stressuation.
Stressuation.
That's the new word of the day.
Yeah. So yeah, stress can have a effect on you in all sorts of ways. I mean, your immune system can suffer.
Yeah, and once that goes down, everything just trickles down.
Right.
It's like a waterfall of disaster.
Digestion.
Oh yeah, tummy rumbling, your intestines grumbling.
Oh, I know some people can get like almost like IBS.
Yeah.
When they're stressed. I mean, obviously it's not IBS because IBS is a constant thing, not just when you're stressed.
It's like short term.
Yeah.
What's it called when it's not chronic? Acute?
Acute, yeah.
Yes. Acute problems can occur. As well as a chronic condition, you know, you can have lifetime problems, have early heart attacks.
Can chronic, this can be cut out, or it can educate people.
Sure.
Can chronic be something that like isn't always present, but it always like comes back up?
Potentially, but
like flare-ups almost. You know?
I guess it could.
Because it's like always there, but it's not always there.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's your body's reaction always.
If you know the answer to this, write in.
Yeah.
Send us a message on Instagram at daniel.personaltraining.
Yes. Prize if you know the answer.
Yes. And then even if you don't know the answer and you just want to guess, that's fun too.
Yeah.
So, now that we realize what stress is, where it comes from, and the damages it can cause, I think it's important to talk about how we can just be less stressed. Because that's the goal, you know?
Right. Nobody enjoys being stressed. But although I will say, like, some people say, oh, I work better under stress, under pressure.
Yes. It can be used to your advantage.
Right. But because your adrenaline starts pumping when you're stressed, kind of.
Yeah, it is. So, it's an adrenaline kind of deal.
If you put off all your homework, your adrenaline will be pumping and you'll be able to knock it all out.
Yeah.
But don't do that because then you get stressed and then your body has to react and then it has to get the adrenaline pumping and then you got to finish it at like 3 a.m. and then you got to wake up at 8 and then you're only getting like 5 hours of sleep and it's just a vicious cycle.
It's a stressful cycle of stress.
Exactly.
So, something I like to do to relieve stress is to just listen to some music, calming music. Maybe not calming as in like chimes or something, but like something that calms me might not calm somebody else. So finding just some music that lets you feel free.
That's a good one. Sometimes I completely do something unrelated to like get my mind off of what's stressing me out. Yeah. But sometimes I just think about it. Like think about what's stressing me out.
Interesting.
And like how can I not be stressed almost? Like what can I do to make this better?
Yeah. So you're not really like ignoring it. You're solving it.
Right.
See, that's good.
But that's the Enneagram 8 in me, I think.
So there's two kind of paths. You can either ignore it in a way and like, I wouldn't necessarily say that's a bad thing, but like short term it's not bad.
Right. Or sometimes you just need to take a step back.
Yes. Or you can think about it more and come up with a solution. And that solution may bring you short-term stress, but it will bring you long-term peace.
Right.
So there's two different ways to go about it, and I think it depends on your situation.
How you personally want to handle it. There's no right or wrong.
Yeah.
Really. Just the number one thing is to not let your stress
stress you out.
Yeah. And just don't let it consume your whole day if you're
Right.
stressed.
Yeah. So I think another thing that I like to do is I like to work out when I'm kind of not on my game, I guess. I think it makes me think about something else and just makes me feel accomplished, and that can kind of take some stress away.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to, like you just said, just feel good for a second about yourself.
Yeah, it can help.
Yeah, so sometimes just stepping away clears your mind, and then you can go in with, openness, freshness, and it'll just change how you approach the situation. Just like when you're mad, you shouldn't react right then, and you shouldn't,
Right.
spill your heart while you're mad.
Right. So don't let your stress kind of take over your actions.
But that's what stress wants to do. So it's really a game with your mind.
Yeah. Understanding that.
Right.
You
So
know?
just be in charge.
Yeah. I think another thing that I don't necessarily do this that much, but a lot of people do is like meditate when they're stressed, or when they're stressing about something particular. They can kind of melt it away in a way. So, meditation. Do you do it?
Sometimes when I'm stressed and I just feel overwhelmed, it's just like breathing, and sometimes it's stretching my body while I'm breathing if that feels good. But sometimes it's literally just putting my phone down, putting my homework away, whatever, and just taking a few deep breaths and closing my eyes.
Yeah, I don't find myself doing this a lot because I like to be doing something. That's my meditation is more about doing and distracting than anything. Just kind of maybe it's like an oxymoron, but I feel myself de-stress when I'm doing something else that I like doing instead of doing nothing.
Right.
I'm not really a do-nothing kind of person. I like to be active. I like to, even if it's just like listening to something or reading something. I'm not great at just sitting.
Yeah.
I think that has to do a lot with our culture right now too. Just our go, and like everything's in front of us and at our fingertips. But
right.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that to an extent. Unplug, but don't be afraid to live what you want to live.
I didn't like the voice you said that in.
I just let it live and let it flow. Sometimes words aren't enough. You just have to know.
Sometimes you just have to experience it for yourself.
Absolutely. Little ASMR there with the straw action. It was like a little mini flute.
I was hoping you wouldn't realize that.
I know all things ear-wise. My ear canals are on 112 today. Yeah, that can be another way to de-stress is to just drink some coffee or some tea. I mean, coffee sounds like it'd be like a stressful thing because it's getting you all hyped up, but, maybe...
I don't know. I find peace in coffee.
Yeah.
It's just nice, warm coffee. Iced coffee, it's go time when I drink iced coffee, but, warm coffee is, I don't know, probably because I start my mornings with warm coffee, so it's, me time.
Yeah.
So sometimes throughout the day, I'll be like, a coffee would really calm me down.
Yeah.
So just finding whatever it is for you is really just the most important thing, whether it's working out or not.
Yeah, I
don't care.
Anything.
Sometimes I have the best workouts when I'm the most stressed. Sometimes they're terrible workouts because I can't get my mind off of what's stressing me out. It's just, it's a situational thing. There's no one answer to anybody's stress or any one situation even.
Yeah, so just realize kind of you're not going to have a one-size-fits-all solution.
And it's trial and error for how you deal with stress. I think I've already said the most important thing. But, okay, so another most important thing.
Second most important thing.
No, it's not second.
Tied for first.
Yes.
1A.
Well, this would be 1B because I already said 1A.
Oh, okay. Fair.
1B is to control your mind. Have control over yourself and your emotions, you know. I think being able to acknowledge how you feel is so powerful and honestly just a game changer in how you react to situations. Like, oh, I'm having a really bad day and I recognize I'm having a bad day. And honestly, there's nothing I can really do about having a bad day, but I'm acknowledging the bad day, so it helps me, like, not take it out on other things, do you know?
Yeah.
And so stress.
Yeah.
You know, acknowledge your stress. It'll help you in some way.
Yeah.
For me, it just helps me, like, realize I'm stressed, but I'm not, like, ignoring the stress. I'm not walking away from the stress.
Right. Yeah. So
knowledge is power.
Acknowledge.
Power is knowledge.
Absolutely. So, what are the two most important things again?
I honestly don't remember the first. I just remember I said it.
Well, there you go. You heard it here first.
So it honestly could have been the same thing. If it's the same thing, that means it must be very important.
Yes. Anyway. Another thing I like to do when I'm feeling a little weighed down is just connect with nature, you know?
Nature.
Enjoy a sunset or a rise or go for a walk or, you know, it sounds weird, but pet a puppy.
Pet a puppy. I don't know that a puppy is part of nature.
Well, it's natural, you know. It's not man-made or it's not like plastic.
Well, nowadays they are.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, they're not plastic.
Their hearts are beating. So I think just...
Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, you do release a hormonal chemical.
Yeah.
When you pet a puppy or a dog or a cat or an iguana, a bird, whatever you like.
Yeah. So just, I think that comes with sharing. It's like you're sharing your stress. It's like taking it off of your plate and putting it into the universe and saying, here you go. You can have it back. I don't want it anymore. And then it says, okay. And then you just move on. And everything's better. It's great. Go hug a tree.
Go hug a tree.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Just make sure there's no poison oak or something on it.
Yeah, that'd stress you out.
Stressed as heck. But yeah, I think that's a fairly good overview of stress.
Mm-hmm.
Stressification. De-stressification.
Gave you internal, external stress, how to deal with it, why you shouldn't allow yourself to get so stressed out, and also, you know, don't let yourself be stressed every day over your job.
Yeah.
Find a new job.
Yeah. Because it's hard to be stressed. It hurts your body.
Mm-hmm. It hurts your body more than it helps anything. It's not helping anything, honestly.
No, it's only helping tear you down and deforesterize you. So if you want to be deforesterize, go for it. I'm here. We're here to help you reforesterize. Plant new seeds of hope. It's 8:08 on September 8th. And we're here in the weight room.
Today it's September 8th. Earlier it was September 8th.
Yes, but now it's 8:08. It's great. So many 8s. You know? So, I think that's all for today. Unless you have some more to say. Move that round again. I'm just killing it.
I don't think so. I don't want to stress the people out with too much information.
No, take it in. You know? Listen to it thrice.
Thrice? Is that twice or 3 times?
3
or
times.
In the middle?
I think it's 3 times. And just let it go, man.
Let it go. Let it go. Turn away and slam the door.
I think we can't sing any more of that without having copyright issues, so we're going to end it here.
Well, I think we should just cut that out.
No, some people might find that relaxing. Who am I to take that away from someone?
Me.
That's confusing. So, we're going to end it. And we're just going to tell you.
I need to sneeze.
That might not be very relaxing. So.
No, I'm going to try to hold it in.
One thing I find is when I'm about to sneeze, if I hold my breath, it kind of takes that sneezing sensation away. Yes. More ASMR today on The Weight Room.
Almost just hit on Turf's Up Radio.
Yes. So if you haven't listened to our new live show called The Pump Station, you should definitely check it out. It'll help you get ready for the day. From 9 to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Turf's Up Radio. You can download the app. You can go online at turfsupradio.com. Or you can find our live show recorded on Apple Podcasts. Simply search Turf's Up Radio, The Pump Station, and you'll see our faces. Sometimes. You might see a different icon because Apple Podcasts is being weird. But you'll see that name, and then you hit subscribe, and then you listen. And it's great. So do that. If you haven't subscribed to The Weight Room yet, do that. Leave us a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts.
Sorry to interrupt you. You can even search The Pump Station, and it'll come up as the second one.
Okay, yes. So either thing you search, you're going to see a great result, and you'll listen and you'll love it. There is some music in there, so you can either listen, if you're into that, or you can skip through and get to the health and stuff content. But it's great.
Health and stuff.
Yes, health and stuff.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth. And
Hell yeah.
remember that you can find us also on Spotify. Follow us there. I just want to stress. Whoa, I didn't want to stress. No, bad choice of words for this podcast. I just want to emphasize that you should really rate us on Apple Podcast because it's great and it helps us out, and we'd appreciate it.
Very much so.
You can also now, I know I said this last episode and it wasn't true, but you can now find all of our episodes on YouTube, and just search The Weight Room and probably like The Weight Room Podcast, and we'll come up and you'll be good to go. You can listen to them and look at that cool little icon there, that little logo, and it'll de-stress you. You can find us on Instagram as well at daniel.personaltraining.
And Holly, 2 Y's, Voles.
Yes, find us there.
And we can talk about all the things that stress you out.
Yeah, we can de-stressify you, or we can help you maybe. I don't know. I'm not like a licensed de-stressifier, but I can maybe point you in the right direction.
Yeah, I can give you some pointers and advice.
So, with that being whispered, I think we should
go follow us.
Oh, that was very stressful. My heart rate just bounced up to maybe 62. So now we should end it and say, join us here on The Weight Room for all of our upcoming episodes. Thank you.
Bum, ba-da-bum.
Have a very nice day.